Hey guys, what's up? Danny here, and today I'm going to be explaining to you guys the rules of the cold world. And I think it's a very important to realize how important this is to your life, your well-being, and just the good luck and the prosperity of the universe. That this is very important shit that I'm about to tell y'all, and y'all gotta listen to me very carefully. Um, you can learn how to be emotionless and heartless using these steps, but there are healthier alternatives to being cold-hearted and live a better life. Okay, um it's a strange place to be in, isn't it? Wanting to know how to be emotionless and cold. On one hand, we have psychopaths and narcissists at one end of the spectrum who can't empathize or experience normal feelings, and on the other hand, we have you on the other end of the spectrum wanting to learn ways to feel heartless and become emotionless. It's possible, and we'll show you how to be emotionless and harden your heart like a rock. But where is this pain coming from? Why would someone who is gifted with empathy, love, and emotions want to throw it all away to turn into a zombie without emotions? Why you're hurting or why it's okay to feel hurt? Everybody hurts? No, it's not okay to feel hurt. Um, Let me not read that. So, um, there's just a bunch of blah blah blah. Oh, my feelings. Oh my god, I care. Okay, but yeah, you see right here, you gotta read this shit. So it says, cut your empathy down. Empathy is a very important part of humanity, but being overly empathetic can leave you feeling like a weeping wound. Okay, so, give me 1 second, guys. Let me see some. Alright, that's better. Uh, there are things that you can feel for other people, and then there are times when you have to reserve feelings for yourself and your own situation. You can't possibly take the weight of the world on your shoulders, so don't let everyone else's misfortune weigh down on you so heavily. Stop being everyone's counselor. When you are an emotional person, you have a tendency to put more thought and concern into other people. That can leave you feeling like a counselor to everyone you know because you are a good listener and care deeply for others. It can feel like all your emotional energy is being spent helping out your friends and family members. If you want to know how to be emotionless, sometimes you just have to not answer the phone or not be the one who drops everything to help someone through their emotional crisis. Likely, you have enough on your own emotional plate. So, now that's the thing is that people be asking me like, hey, pick me up, scoop me. I'm like an hour away, 30 minutes away. Listen, my rules are my rules where it's like, listen, if I pick you up and you're within 10 minutes of me, maybe I could do it for free. And if you're 20 minutes away, you got to pay me some gas money. But if it's over 20 minutes, then that's a complete waste of my life and a complete waste of my time. So I don't like that shit. I make that a rule for myself. That's good luck. That gives you good luck in the long run. Where that's the thing. Look, I want to tell y'all, I had a girl that I knew, and she was just kind of being a little bit too cool on me. She was like, listen, I only want you, I only like you, and then she's like getting with all these other guys, girls, I don't freaking know, but you know what I mean, like, that's the fucked up thing about society nowadays is that you could just kiss these people and do all that type of shit without having any seriousness towards me, and I don't like people like that. I don't like that shit where people, they don't have that sense of seriousness towards me, that sense of loyalty to me. It's like, if I run my own business, you're not gonna be my bitch. Fuck you. That's it. That's how you gotta. That's how you gotta view life and shit. Like, like that's the rules of the cold world. Is that you have to. Even if you like a girl so much, if she's not choosing you first, you have to just fucking sometimes just block her. Just be like, okay, I blocked you, but you know why I did this? Because I know I'm gonna get somebody else in my life the next day. Somebody's gonna come into my life again, and they're gonna fill that void that you gave me. That you fucking gave me. Because you know why? Because you are a cold world master. If you could do that with such confidence and skill, then you are a cold world master. Because that means you are outworking everybody, and the universe sees that, and the universe feels that. And that's why I got a whole Snapchat account. I'm like, I got that shit, and I'm networking. I'm like, bop, sending messages. You know how these motherfucking African scammers, bro, they be sending people messages and shit. They're like, talking about like these different freaking topics and shit, right? And they're talking about like, oh yeah, send me like $5 membership here, this is, buy this product, you're constantly doing so, you're finessing the matrix, right? Same shit with hitting people up and shit, right? You're like, like I'm gonna hit you up, I fuck with you, this and that, you're gonna give me some type of gain, I'm gonna get a gain, I don't know, but people, when you're around people and shit, you gotta understand that you're also gonna be around money and shit, right? So some people, they're gonna like you so much, they're gonna be like, listen, I'm gonna buy you this food, I'm gonna give you this, I'm gonna give you that, because you're this cold ass motherfucker, you're so freaking cool, you got these high class standards that you're manifesting, and that's most important, to manifest high class standards, and understand that you can never settle for less, and that you have to, there's always more that you can find. Okay, so right here it says stop internalizing. When somebody is in a bad mood or does something to you, emotional people have a tendency to take it on themselves and to internalize it. That can leave you with a whole lot of unresolved feelings, continual guilt, and doubt about who you are. If someone is being crappy, rude, or downright nasty, and you haven't done anything, release them with love. You can't be responsible for other people's feelings or rude behavior. If you haven't done anything wrong to them, then that is on them, right? That's very freaking true, and I have done that before, right, where I was internalizing and everything like that. But listen, this is what happened between me and that girl before, is that girl, she's like, listen, this and that, but she was lying to me and shit. I just don't like liars in general. I don't like that shit, right? You set the standards and shit, right? Then if the bitch doesn't say sorry to you, then it's like, oh yeah, it's never meant to be. Like, nah, yo. I'm not gonna be reaching out to nobody and everything like that, right? And, that's it. I can't be reaching out to everybody. I don't care if you're an attractive girl, blah, blah, blah. If you get treated like shit by me, then goddamn, that's your fucking fault and shit. You gotta think about that. You gotta reassure your fucking lifestyle. You gotta see what the fuck you're doing and shit. To me, as a person, as a being on my spiritual level, that you ain't respecting me like that. You know what I mean? So, there's some people that are gonna give you that freaking respect, and that's it. But that's the thing, is that you cannot internalize nothing that people put on you. You have a real quick conversation, right? The ones that are really hustling and really out there are the ones that are they let's say one person, they internalize unresolved feelings from one person in their life, and then they just sit home and they don't do anything. My ex did this, oh, I hate him so much, and then they start talking about, oh, his dick was big, this and that. You gotta be a crazy ass guy. You gotta be a crazy guy, and that's it, right? It's like me, I pull up on the shoddy, I'm like, I got the Beamer, you feel me? So she sees that I got the Beamer, slide in the whip. This car ain't about no pussy shit. I ain't gonna be on no pussy shit. If rules of Beamer is that you have to be this is where the darkness comes from. This is where the manipulation comes from. This is where the power comes from. This is where all of these feelings, right? They come from that shit, right? And that's how that shit works. So you cannot internalize nothing. Take some ashwagandha, right? Get on some fucking testosterone, and those motherfuckers are really, really good genetics, right? They're the ones that don't internalize shit, right? They just continually flow. And maybe me, I can't continually flow, but the process of healing is a process that's very, very long, and you have to just like you just gotta understand yourself that, just gotta keep fucking hustling and finessing the matrix. So, um, yeah. Avoid socially stressful situations. If you're a social phobe, don't stick yourself into situations that are going to provoke high stress. Being emotional makes it more difficult to be intense or stressful social situations. If you know that going to a family wedding is going to let out your emotional monsters, then skip it. You don't have to do things that aren't good for you. Nah, but you could honestly detach that shit. You could detach yourself and do everything. So put yourself first. For some people, hearing someone else's emotional turmoil is cathartic. To those who are full of emotion, it could be like an endless roller coaster. If you are the person who puts everyone and their emotional needs above you, then it's time to take an oath to put yourself first. People who are highly emotional have a hard time investing in their own well-being. You don't have to be a superhuman to put others before you. When you want to know how to be emotionless, you have to put your own needs above others in your life. If you are knee deep in something, stop bringing in more shovels to put you under. Figure out your own shit before you about other people. Try to listen without feelings. Emotional people have a tendency to insert themselves into a situation, navigate it imaginarily through emotions to check out all angles. If you have a problem, step back and out to see what is going on rationally instead of trying to figure out the emotions of it. Seeing a problem is much easier when you take all the feeling out of the scenario. It also saves you a whole lot of wasted emotional energy. So break up with drama. If you have someone in your life who's continually putting you over the emotional edge, that may be more toxins than you need in life. Some people like to be the martyr and create drama to get attention. They often turn to people in their lives who care. That is likely you. If you have someone who always seems to be in crisis mode, stop letting them use your emotional energy to get their fill. It is okay to cut someone loose if they're demanding too much energy. They will find someone else to listen to their woes and problems, and you won't find yourself being sucked in. Drama queens want all the drama, but they never want to take steps to change their situation. They just use your emotional energy to fulfill their needs, and then walk home happy and calm, leaving you in their wake until they need their fill again. Clean your surroundings. You may wonder how learning to be emotional has anything to do with the clutter on your table or in your house, but it does play a big part. When you're surrounded by clutter and find yourself unorganized, your mind stays unorganized, your thoughts are muddled and confused. Every waking minute is filled with confusion and chaos instead of streamlined through flow. Clean the clutter in your life, and your mind will feel clear. You'd feel more in control of your life and less controlled by your emotions. Inner peace is everything when it comes to getting a grip on your emotions. That's very, very true. Like, I clean my car sometimes, and like I get this feeling in my mind. I'm like, listen, like this is clean, like this is clear, like that shit just clears my mind. Like, it's crazy, and it actually makes me feel really freaking good. So cleaning everything around you, like your room, most important things that really gets rid of that unnecessary clutter in your mind. Avoid helplessness. This may be caused because of work, your relationship, or your friendships, but if there's a part of your life that makes you feel overwhelmed by emotions in a negative way, it's time to cut them out. You may be sensitive, but that doesn't give anyone in your life the excuse to treat you like dirt. When you feel helpless, you start to feel more emotional distress, and avoid the people who make you feel helpless and regain control over your life again. You'll find that learning how to be emotionless comes easier when you own your own feelings instead of letting someone else control it. Seeking validation from others. No one knows you better than you, and yet you constantly go seeking validation from others to make yourself feel better. Let yourself focus on yourself and believe in yourself. If the number of social media likes or how many friends you have around you on your birthday defines how emotionally happy you are, that's a recipe for disaster. Apologizing and obsessing. Do you apologize to others all the time for the smallest things? Don't do that. Impulsive anger. Do you hold everything that upsets you inside until you can't hold it anymore, then explode? Of course. If you're doing this, you'd want to learn how to be emotionless. But you need to ask yourself here, do you want to be emotionless, or do you need to learn how to express your emotions better? Distract yourself momentarily, meditate, don't give power to unhealthy thoughts, let go of control. So just kind of, stuff like that. It's just kind of touching on the main points of this bullshit. But that's the thing, is that you have to be cold as fuck, especially when you're like leaving girls and stuff, right? You're like, if you're a true man, you're like, oh yeah, I'm just leave that girl. She did something small, right? And if she gets affected by that, then hey, look at that. Like I cut off a girl out of my life. Sometimes I just stir up drama to catch fish, right? You'll see you have a big ass account, you're snapping a bunch of girls, right? And then like you're just snapping a fuck ton of them at the same time. Or guys, I don't freaking know. Um but yeah, you're just doing that shit and then you're stirring up waters, you're snapping your face, you're like, yo, check me out, check my energy out. You know what I mean? Like, you know that's like all the type of shit you're doing and then you got these people, they're like, you know, they're like, oh wow, look at you, blah blah, blue eyes, curly hair, oh my god, you're fucking cool and shit, right? So you're always attacking the Matrix in that type of fashion, right? And especially if it's Hot Girl Summer, you're doing that shit, you're set. You're like going off and shit. You're off the fucking railings and shit. So, like that's that's kind of the main thing, is that I'm cold enough to understand that I put other people in those situations where they have to emotionally like come to me, and then you know because I just kind of stir up waters and everything like that, and then they do that, and then other girls are gonna feel that energy too, right? You have this your spirit, it just has this like magnetic field and everything like that, and the magnetic fields of people, right? Like you go to parties sometimes, you're around some people that are positive as fuck, right? And then you kind of understand that flow where it's like, listen, that abundance, that positivity is really needed. It's much needed, and that's what really brings girls, like you being a cold person and that positivity at the same time, right? It really brings girls kind of closer to you and everything like that. And the main thing I really want to teach you guys is that the more riskier situations you put yourself in, the more riskier situation you put your life in, right? That's associated with higher testosterone. So just in general, a manifestation process of the riskier situations in your life and getting extremely far and manifesting, let's say, a valid girl into your freaking life, right? How does that freaking work, right? But that's how it works, is that you take those freaking risks and everything like that, and then you get those freaking rewards, and that shit just comes to you naturally. So a lot of guys, they're very afraid to take risks. They're very afraid to get out of their comfort zone, actually do risky shit, right? With their fucking lives and everything like that, right? And that's the thing. Girls love guys that take risks. So go ahead, take some freaking risks, because the weak men, because first of all, the weak men, they're already just gonna get fucked by the Matrix. The Matrix, it some people are weak, so they're not designed for that type of lifestyle, like your type of lifestyle, right? So the Matrix is gonna naturally kind of just like get rid of them. You know what I mean? Like some fucking bad shit's gonna happen to them. I don't freaking know. But if you have a strong spirit and very, very strong ideals, a very strong mind, you're not gonna let these people get into your head. You're gonna just have straight abundance, right? You're gonna attract that energy into your life, and because you're just taking these risky things. I don't know. Go out on a motorcycle ride. You're going like 200 miles an hour. That has something to do with it. Or let's say you're working out and you're you're just taking a risk and everything like that, or you're always driving out on the roads and everything like that, because there's a power mindset. There's a power freaking mindset right here that I need to explain to you guys. When you're driving and you got that power mindset where it's like, no matter what happens to you on the road, you really don't care. You just love driving. You're like, bro, listen, this is my passion and it's risky, but I freaking love it, right? But I'm just like, I'm just going to have that mindset where everything's going to be good, and I'm gonna have my own opinion, and I'm not gonna take people's shit, but I'm gonna be positive at the same time. And at the end of the day, if God knows I'm right, then He's gonna give me life. He's gonna give me the opportunity to live. And that's the thing about toxic situations, is that they give you the opportunity to live, right? That's the thing about you can have some emotions. Maybe me, I could have some emotions one day, right? But another day, I'll be completely cold without any of those type of freaking emotions, right? So that's like the main thing of like the cold world and stuff is that, you know, you keep that in mind, guys. You know, you take risk, and you're gonna get some type of reward. Some people get really big freaking rewards for taking just these type of risks, and like you're always working out. You know, you're going on these dirt bikes, you're doing these crazy freaking tricks and flips, or you're doing acrobatics, or you're doing this, or you're doing that, right? You know, it's like, damn, yo, you got some fire inside of you. You got some fire inside of you at that point. And when you have that fire inside of you, and that's what really gets people to love you, guys or girls, just in general. Have that fire inside of you. You know, that's the thing, is that, oh, you're tired. Okay, bro, freaking ashwagandha stimulates your adrenal gland, bro. Imagine drinking caffeine with that shit, or doing other shit that really helps you to be cold world master. That's how the cold world works, and that's the shit that you gotta manifest, and that's where I'm heading towards. Where I understand where, you know, that's the best thing ever. That's the best feeling ever, when you just win, when you take risky situations, or, you know, you argue with a fuck ton of people on a daily basis, right? Let's say you're negotiating with them, or just straight out arguing, you know, trying to convince them of your opinion, right? You know, you're gonna be saying fuck you, fuck you, fuck you to to like tens of thousands of people. I don't know. And this is in the matter of just a couple of weeks, right? If you're really putting yourself out there, right? But another person, they would be in one relationship in their whole fucking life, and they'll sit at their fucking house, right? Dig in their mind with all their emotions, and overthink every single little thing. Now that's the toughness mindset, where you don't let people get in your head, and it's a very, very hard thing for people to understand, but it's really just power, and you gotta be strong at the end of the day, and you have to have the strength, this willpower to just continue going, and understand that, you know, today is today. I'm gonna live today, and you know, we'll see what happens tomorrow and shit, right? So you gotta live lit. You gotta live a risky lifestyle. That's what's really gonna get you very freaking far. Steve-O, yo, look at that. He freaking did all these freaking drugs. He's still alive, yo. Another person would be fucking dead. Why the fuck do bitches love him so much? Another guy drank a fuck ton of alk, right? And he fucking won. Why did he win at that game of drinking alcohol? Because, you know, like, eventually the universe realizes, it's like, oh wait, there's an energy shift here, you know, because most people, they would have like some liver disease, or their body would already be fucked up, but this guy is like drinking all this booze, and he doesn't care. He's just a bad boy, and his mind is strong enough to handle that shit. So you get bitches coming into your life, and you get really good energy coming into your life. Really, that's it. That's really it. And I don't really choose to go that way of like drinking and everything like that, but I know working out and all this other shit, you know, very, very, very important. But, you know, again, just manifest power, and just know that, you know, in this generation, girls, they just want a fuck ton of power, and for the weak men, their mindset is working, and those weak men are getting even freaking weaker. But you know me, I'm getting fucking stronger, because I know what the fuck happens in the fucking Middle East. I fucking know it. It's a fucking disgrace. 3 white females went to the Middle East, and you know what fucking happened? They got fucking punched by a guy, and nobody did anything. Why? Because that shit is like normal over there, and it's just so weird how, you know, there's this like, you know, freaking gender like dynamic where it's like, I don't know, men can't hit women or anything. I mean, I know Albanians and shit, they be like spanking them girls and shit, but, you know, I wouldn't do that myself. But I'm just saying that, you know, the fact that shit happened to those white girls that wanted to go to the Middle East just because they thought it was fucking fun. Nah, yo. These people are extremes. people that go to extremes when it comes to those type of relationship power dynamics where the man is 100%, the woman is at 0, and that's like the kind of the old days and everything like that. And right now what's going on in society is completely fucked up, because that's not good. That's not good, right? And I feel like I have that talent of like having that like soul that's slightly outside of the matrix, where I'm like a little bit different, so I can view things from like a different mindset, and then react and act in a way that's different, that's unique. And that's where my cold side can come in, and I could absolutely burn motherfuckers, because motherfuckers be trying to come at me because I'm trying to help them motherfuckers, bro. I swear, bro, that's when my cold side comes out, bro. That shit gets really cold, and it freezes the fucking, bro. New Jersey about to be a whole ice age very soon. I swear, bro, because I don't fuck with no feelings, bro. That's it. That's it. Um, but yeah, it's just a matter of fact of motherfuckers improving me, and I'm gonna help improve them too. So that's it. Cold world rules for all of you motherfuckers out there, right? All you motherfuckers that don't get invited to parties, all you motherfuckers that aren't cool like me, bro. Y'all gotta get on that fucking level, and y'all ain't shit, bro. You know, power is number one, and that's it. So have a great day and peace out, guys.